Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and read chapter 8. I found everybody sitting around a table in the library's reading room. Janine was deep into the book called Rodents of North America, while Zoe, Mom, and Dad were flipping through cookbooks and old magazines. Let's put this on the menu, Zoe said, holding up a photo of a glass filled with pink cream. Oh, I love Fool, Mom said, but it's only good when raspberries are in season, so I wouldn't put it on a regular menu. Mom had just decided to spend the winter experimenting with recipes for a restaurant, and then she'd look for a space in the spring. Couldn't you just make it with other fruit? I asked. Not really. It only works because the raspberries fall apart when you mix them into the whipped cream. Are we leaving soon? I wanted to get home to plan what to make Winnie. I'd already nixed chocolate chip cookies. Not enough, wow. I'd already nixed chocolate chip cookies. Not enough, wow. Maybe I'd email Charlie and ask him what he thought I should make since he tasted all my greatest hits. I wanted to stay for at least another hour, Mom said. These old magazines are great, and I can't check them out. Go find something to read, Dad said. Kids' room is in the back. On my way to the kids' room, I stopped at a computer to check my email. Since we've moved, I couldn't stop checking it. Big surprise. Nothing from Charlie this time either. He was acting as if I was asking him to send smoke signals. It's not as if we couldn't check his email right there on his cell phone, so I couldn't text. What was the big deal? I'd been trying to keep myself from sending him another email until he emailed me back, but I really wanted to know what he thought I should make Winnie. To kkramerrocks@mar.com from jaxt1144@mar.com, and the subject is hey. Guess what? Since we're not starting school, my parents are making me and Janine do these projects, so I'm starting a donut business. Long story. I'll tell you everything at Thanksgiving. Maybe you can help. For now, I just need to know which of my desserts you like the best, not including the peanut butter white chocolate chip cookies. The peanut butter cookies are definitely Charlie's favorite, but plenty of people don't like peanut butter or white chocolate, so they were way too risky. You'd be surprised. There are some serious white chocolate haters out there. I don't get it. When I got to the kids' room, I headed straight for a pile of lumpy bean bags by the windows. I'd never been a napper, but I hadn't been sleeping. It wasn't just the donuts. The house, also known as the Purple Demon, talked a lot more than our apartment ever did. Clanging, creaking, moaning, different nights, different sounds, but her message was always the same, and I heard it loud and clear. Get out! Halfway to the beanbags, I stopped in front of a table with a bunch of books on display to look at one with a basketball on the cover. It's good, someone said. I looked around the room. Tucked behind the door was a boy lying on a bunch of beanbags. Several books open on the floor in front of him. Everything about him was long from his arms and legs to his chin and his shaggy black hair. Oh, thanks. What is it about? I mean, other than basketball. I was hoping he didn't think I sounded dumb as I thought I did. I couldn't have cared less about the book, but I was pretty excited to be speaking to a real live kid in town. This high school basketball team that's really awful and how they end up winning the state championship. It's the fourth in the series. They're really good, though. The kid spoke like someone was timing him. Each book follows a team in a different sport, and each time the team has to get through something hard, like an injury or a scandal or something, so they can come together and win. But then sometimes they don't win, and then that sort of point, too, He stopped and waited for me to give some signs that, yes, I did know, and as soon as I did, he started right back up where he left off. I think the first one was about a swim team, or maybe that was the second. He kept speed-talking, but as he did, he stood up, crossed the room, and pulled a book from the shelf like he had its location memorized. Yes, this is the one. Both hands. You should start with this. He handed it to me. Great, thanks. So, you into basketball? Yeah, I was relieved we were moving on from books to sports. Yeah, me too, but mostly just to watch. I really only play ice hockey. On a team? Nobody I knew played ice hockey up until that point. I honestly thought the only kids who played lived in Canada, Minnesota, or one of those other states where it's cold like 10 months a year. Uh-huh. It's pretty big here. I could tell by the way he said here that he knew I was from somewhere else. I don't play, I said. I was hoping that maybe there was a basketball team I could try out for. Sorry. No team? No, there's a team, but all the good kids play hockey, so the basketball team's, kind of sad. Pretty much. Great. I was going to play on a sad basketball team with all the unathletic kids. Perfect. Sorry, you can probably hear my dog in the background barking. She's outside. Can't you skate? He asked like he never met somebody who couldn't. A little, but I don't even know the rules of hockey. You play soccer? I nodded. Not that different. I could show you. There's an open six and puck session every weekend at the rink in Krillin. No rink here, but plenty of places to skate when it gets cold enough. Hey, you hungry? He asked like it was part of a hockey conversation. It took me a second to catch up. I wasn't hungry at all. Mom had made apple pancakes that morning. Sure. The boy led back through the library to a small office behind the circulation desk. My mom works here, he said as he poked around the shelves of a mini fridge in the corner of the room. I'm Josh. Tris. Like for Tristan? Yeah, my parents found it in some name book I wish they never bought. I don't know. Tristan was a knight at King Arthur's Round Table, which is pretty cool, and he was better fighter than just all the other knights except Lancelot. Who? Josh's face went tight, and he ducked his head behind the fridge door. Sorry, he was just another big-time knight for King Arthur. Josh went quiet for the first time since we met, and it was clearly not a good sign. What had I done? How could I fix it? Quick. I guess you end up reading a lot if your mom's a librarian, huh? I said. We end up eating a lot because my mom's a chef. It must have worked because when Josh pulled a block of cheese from the fridge, he was smiling again. Get this, I know a guy named Michael, he said. It took me a second to retrace our conversation back to names. Ideas seemed to ping around Josh's mind like balls in a pinball machine. So wait, Michael is the first and last name? Yep, Mr. Michael. Josh pulled a cutting board and box of crackers off the top of the fridge. I can top that. I know a girl named Sailor. Like on a ship? He asked as he sliced the cheese. She was in my sister's class. That's not right. Sailor's not even a real name. He handed me a cracker with cheese. I know. It's like child abuse. Yeah, like like what if parents wanted to name their kid something like Snot? That should be flat out against the law. Why would anyone want to name their kid Snot? I said, laughing so hard bits of cheese flew out of my mouth. I don't know. Josh was laughing now too. Why would someone want to name their kid Sailor? Josh and I spent the next hour eating cheese and crackers and coming up with a list of names we thought should be outlawed. A few times we laughed so hard his mom had to come in to tell us to keep it down. When it was time to go, Josh filled out the library card for me and I checked out both hands on it. He was sure I was going to love it. I wasn't, but I thought I should at least give it a shot. Hey, I said as I was leaving, you know the general store? Sure, he said. You ever taste those donuts she used to make? Oh, yeah. Were they really that good? Not good, he said. Life-changing. Life-changing donuts? I had no idea what that meant, but I had to find out. When we got home that afternoon, I finally had an email from Charlie. So, what do you think life-changing means? I'll give you a second to think about it. So, when he say life-changing donuts, what do you think he means by that? Does he mean in a good way or in a bad way? Alright, so the email from Charlie says, 2laxT11441@mar.com from kkramerrocks@mar.com. What are you talking about? Kids can't start businesses. It's like against the law or something because businesses need insurance and have to pay taxes. How many 12-year-olds do you know paying taxes? I slapped the laptop closed. The first email Charlie sent me in days, and he's telling me I can't start a business? And what did Charlie know about taxes? This had Zane Kramer written all over it. Why did Charlie have to tell his dad what I was doing anyway? In my head, I wrote back, what about lemonade stands? Why can't kids pay taxes? I opened the computer and hit reply. But then I just stared at the screen. What was the point? Charlie would just keep repeating whatever his dad told him. I wouldn't even really be emailing with Charlie then. I hit delete and shut the computer. He hadn't even told me what dessert I should make for Winnie. So, that's the end of chapter 8. And, tomorrow I'll go ahead and, start with chapter 9. So I wonder what's going to happen next. I hope you guys had a great, weekend. I hope you guys were out playing outside because it was really, really nice. Hopefully it will start even to get warmer and we can even enjoy being outside even more. I hope you guys have a good, rest of your day.